How's it going, everyone? Tristan Kuhn here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how you can travel the world for free using Workaway. Workaway is my favorite work-stay website. Pretty much how this website works is it connects you, the worker, with a host. And Workaway has over 40,000 hosts. And in exchange for working 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, maximum, some places allow you to work as little as 10, 15 hours a week. They'll give you a free place to stay and free food. So I'm going to hop on my computer and show you how you can travel the world for free using Workaway. Alright, so as you can see right here, this is the homepage of the Workaway website. So this is where you can just see a bunch of different opportunities that you can go volunteer work for just a little bit in exchange for a free place to stay and free food. So there's non-government organizations you can work at. You can work for families, teaching kids, helping babysit kids, or just helping them around the house. You can go to schools. Help teach kids at schools. There's farm stays where you stay and work on farms. You can help animals and help pet sit if you're into that, and you can also just be in part of a community. These are often like hostels and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you some of the coolest places that I found using Workaway and really show you all the variety of jobs you can do, the variety of places you can go. Some of them are really touristy, some aren't that touristy, and I'm going to explain more about how Workaway works as I show you each of these places, but for now let's just get started. Alright, so I know I just showed you a bunch of different types of works that you can do, but here, let's go to the top and I'll show you how you can sign up. So I know I did say that this is a completely free way to travel the world. However, I will say there's a small catch, and that's you have to sign up to be a part of the Workaway community, and that costs $42 a year. So how that works is you just go up here, you hit register, sign up as a Workawayer, and bam, here we go. So $54 a year if you want to be a couple, sign up as a couple account, and $42 a year just a single person. So $42 a year and you can travel the entire world for free. So not bad. Technically it's not completely free, but I'm going to consider that close enough to free. Alright, so what you actually get when you pay this $42 isn't that much more than if you just don't pay at all. So pretty much all this that you see right here is free. So this is like the first place I'm going to show y'all. So this 100% host rating, there's 56 feedbacks. It's in, as you can see right here, it's in Israel. So this place is pretty much just a hostel and guest house, and you can see all this information for completely free if you're using Workaway. If you're on Workaway for free. The only thing that you can actually do by paying that $42 is contact this host. So you can see everything, see how cool it is, and then only once you like somewhere and you're like, I really want to travel there, then you can pay the $42 to contact them, and you can contact any other host for the next year. Alright, so this is a really good typical host profile, so I'm going to show you how it works. So right here's the host rating, it's 100%. Alright, so this little host rating thing right here, this little 100%, this is not the actual reviews that they've gotten from people who have worked there. This is something that the website Workaway gives places based upon like how quickly they respond, the reviews. It's kind of like a cumulative score for how good they think the place is. Anyway, so you can go down here. The next thing, this is the feedback. There's 59. If you scroll down to the bottom, you can see all the reviews. This is their latest activities. So today's Valentine's Day, 1402. They've been active on here today. Their reply rate, they reply 100% to everyone who reaches out to them. They usually reply within 1 day. So this is a pretty good host. So as you can see right here, this is their availability. So as you can see through the entire year, they still have spots available for you to work. And then first thing is the description. So right here in the description, just kind of tells you what to expect. As you can see, if you want to be part of a family that believes we work hard so that we can play hard, this might just be a good place for you to check out. It says how we're a volunteer-run hostel. Here it talks about the type of work you'll be doing, help include checking guests, making beds, cleaning, show guests around the garden, blah, 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 stuff like that. So we'll keep on going down. Here is just an entire list of types of help, so it shows all the different things that you could be doing there. Now this is something I think is really cool and unique to this host. So you know how I said typically on this website you won't work more than 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, and they'll usually cover your room and board, so like your place to stay and food. However, this place in Israel, if you look real closely, it says this host offers accommodations and payment. And that payment part right there is really big, because not only are you getting free food and a free place to stay, but they'll pay you to work there just 25 hours a week. So yeah, right here, hours expected, maximum 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. Here's some pictures of the place. So if you're going to travel to this hostel, as you can see, it looks like they have a really nice common area. You know, there's a nice river you can hang out at. They have waterfall with some people jumping, looking like they're having fun. There's the hostel, looks like them cleaning the toilet. So not all the work's glamorous, but looks like they're having fun. Hanging out by the river some more. So I'm guessing from this picture, this is probably a group of people who are work there. So at hostels like this, it's not just you working there, there's a group of people, and you usually get to become pretty good friends. So I highly recommend staying in hostels, or at least areas where there's a lot of Workawayers, because I feel like it kind of really builds a sense of community, and it can be a lot of fun. Alright, so that's all I'm going to show you at that one, but let's check out this next one. So this one is actually in Switzerland, 100% host rating, has 15 reviews, great feedback. As you can see, so we'll just scroll down and see what's unique about this one. So, oh, right here, so only 2 Workawayers can stay at this one. It's not a group one like the last hostel. However, if you look here, this is interesting, maximum 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. So that's only 15 hours a week. Looks like you're getting a free place to stay, free food, yeah, accommodations. Alright, so let's check out some of these pictures so you can actually see where you'll be staying at. So, bam, here we go, got a guy swimming in some nice green water. Looks like here's the house house you'll be staying in. It's kind of like, not really a hostel, but just like a community area. It looks like it's more rural in the mountains, but beautiful, beautiful sights. Yeah, more of it. There's a little common area. So yeah, wow, that is a gorgeous photo. So that is where you'd be staying if you go to this place. Alright, so I have a lot of these places I want to show you, so I'm going to start going a lot quicker through them. So this one, as you can see, is in South Africa, and this one is more for like animal lovers. So as you can see by this one, this one's in South Africa. Volunteer and a backpackers on the border of the Otto Elephant National Park in South Africa. So this seems interesting. So let's go down to the pictures real quick. So as you can see by the pictures, looks like here, lion, elephant, lots of animals, beautiful nature that you'll see. Wow, there's some elephants on a road. So just kind of shows you some of the cool things that you'll be seeing whenever you're traveling to these places. So at this backpackers also, it looks like you're going to be like doing a lot of like reception work, answering telephones, doing bookings for them, stuff like that. Alright, however, there's one thing I wanted to point out, and that's down here, point number 2. It says, we do not accept we do not host friends, couples, or groups as they form little cliques. And so anyways, pretty much I've noticed there are a couple more of these I'm going to go through, and places that I've seen that they just don't accept couples or groups. So if you are a couple or a group and you're trying to do Workaway, you really have to check to make sure that they'll accept you. Most do, but there are a couple who would prefer you to be single. Alright, so moving on, there's 2 more animal ones I just want to show you real quick. So this one is actually in Uganda in Africa, and I'm just going to scroll down to the pictures because it's very similar as the one before. This one says 4 to 5 hours a day of work. However, this is just like another like African, looks kind of like a safari reserve area that you can work at and just have a good time, see animals. So if you're an animal person, there are tons of different things on Workaway for you to do. Here's another one I thought was cool. This one's not in Africa. This one's actually in Norway, and you're going to be helping on a husky farm, helping out with dogs. So if you're a big dog person, you can go to Norway, help out with some huskies. The pictures on this one are really cute. There's a bunch of cute little puppies that you can see. Wow, go back to that photo. That is a beautiful view. Look at that. That's where you'll be working. You'll be literally staying at this place for free, playing with dogs, getting food, just hanging out. So it's a pretty sick deal. So I definitely encourage you to get on Workaway and start traveling the world for free. Alright, so I know what you're thinking, and that is, Tristan, like, alright, sounds great. I get a free food, I get a free place to stay. However, how do I get there? How do I fly there? Get a bus there, whatever. And honestly, so Workaway doesn't pay for that. So that's something you have to pay for on your own. However, at the very end of this video, I will tell you ways that you can travel there for free, get your flight paid for by doing a little extra work while you're there, or there's a couple ways to go about it, but at the end of the video, I will do that. Alright, so in addition to like hostels and farms and those type of places that you can stay in one location and work, there's actually boats, and you can help people on these boats, and you can travel to a bunch of different countries while working on a boat, helping someone out. There's not going to be as many people that you meet, but still a really cool experience, and I just want to show you a couple of those. So as you can see here, another 100% host rating, 29 feedback, there's a lot of great reviews. So if you scroll down, I'm just going to show you this guy's boat real quick, so what it looks like. Guess that's a little picture of his boat. It doesn't look that big in that picture, but yeah, it's a little sailboat. You can be sailing across the seas. This guy in particular is usually in the Caribbean, so you'd be going all across the Caribbean. As you can see, you cook your food in there, so it'll be you, one other person, and him all cooking their food. There you are, working on the boat. So you can read the description. Oh, first of all, this is what I thought was cool. Hours expected, 2 hours a day. He only expects you to be working 2 hours a day. Only downside is because you're not working that much, he won't be paying for your food. So you're gonna have to be paying for your food while you're there. Just to show you that this is not the only one, right here there's a guy who is based out of Panama, and I'll scroll down right here to show you the pictures. Pretty much the same thing. However, you're expected to work 4 hours a day with this guy, and here are some of the pictures. He has a much nicer boat, as you can tell. So this is like a really big boat. You can stay in there, hang out. Looks like you cook food on the boat, so just like a good time. It's kind of someone who owns a boat, likes sailing, and they want a buddy to kind of go around and help them. So yeah, awesome. Now I will say, so this entire website, for the most part, is free. However, there are a couple hosts, for whatever reason, will ask you to pay some money. So like one place I'm going to talk to you about later asks for you to pay $5 a day. And pretty much it's not to help them, but it's to help their cause, like what they're working towards. And your money, the $5 a day that you're paying, is kind of being donated to that. So this one right here, as you can see, this host charges fee. This one it looks like is for right here, fuel expenses. So you're going to help them pay for some of the fuel on the boat when you're traveling. However, it's still extremely cheap, cool experience. Now, let's go on to some more that are actually like completely free. Alright, so this one right here, this is like an amazing hostel. Like, just look at this home picture right here. Absolutely beautiful. Where is it at? It's in Croatia, and 100% reviews, 182 feedback. That means not only have 182 people been here, but they've all left great, amazing feedback. I don't know if I've actually showed y'all where the feedback's at. So if you go down here to the bottom, like, you know, I've been showing you the pictures. If you go down here to the bottom, these are all the different feedback, all the comments. Look at this. Excellent, excellent, 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. Right here, 5 stars. So there's tons of 5-star reviews on this one. Let's check out the photos. So this looks like a really nice, kind of like a luxury hostel almost. Like, look at this. There's like a bed that's not even a bunk bed, nicely furnished. There's what looks like where you'd be staying. Yeah. looks like they have a pool room, common area. So yeah, they only have 4 photos, but looks like a really fun area. All right, now let's move on to the next one. All right, so this one, surf camp in Chile. So this one looks really cool. You help teach people how to surf. So if you know how to surf or you're kind of good at surfing, you can probably help out there. 100% Workaway host rating, 32 feedback. I'm not going to read all this stuff because you can go and read it on your own. However, I'm just going to show you how cool it is, all the different opportunities right here. Bam, picture. Great community. People running to the beach with their surfboard. It looks like they're playing some instruments. So it looks like a really cool just community hostel where you get to do a lot of surfing, teach people how to surf at a surf camp, and get a free place to stay, free food, just for a little bit of work. Alright, so moving on to the next one, and this one right here, this one is in Taiwan, and this one is honestly like so cool in my opinion. It doesn't have that much feedback, but it looks so incredible, and I really want to go here in the future. So right here, host rating 100%, only 12 reviews as you can see. So let me show you the description real quick. So this place right here, as you can see, we are a combined bed and breakfast, travel and outdoors activities. We are the smallest company while having the biggest ambition. So our spirit, if you just read this, they have amazing spirit, amazing drive. So this is something I found really cool. Check out this job description. So the work for them is not like the typical work that you see at a lot of places. So as you can see right here, they want you to be modifying pictures during activities, editing videos for customers, writing English articles. And honestly, you probably don't really have to be good in English. Like I don't consider like English to be a strong subject of mine, but just being able to speak English fluently, you're probably going to be good enough to help them. Like all the people who work there, I'm guessing, are from Taiwan, and English isn't their first language, so you really be able to help them out. They want you to help do marketing for their companies and outdoor activities. And then right here you can see bring their foreign customers to activities and have good conversations with them in English. All right, now let me show you some of these activities. And keep in mind, you're literally getting paid to go do this for fun and get to check out a brand new country of Taiwan. So right here, motorcycling. You'll be motorcycling with them in Taiwan. They'll be giving you these motorcycles, taking people on tours, just working with their customers. It looks so much fun. On top of that, they have a bunch of like kayaks, they have 4-wheelers, dirt bikes. I mean, and just look at this country too. This looks like a beautiful place to be, hanging out, have fires, more dirt bikes, canoeing, kayaking. Yeah, wait, let's go back to that one real quick. Look at the water, look at that cliff. Like that looks just so pretty, and you'll be getting paid pretty much, getting free food and a free place to stay just to work there 4 to 5 hours a day and help them with their customers. Alright, so I don't want this video to go too long, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you like the pictures and just like maybe like 1 or 2 highlight points of each place. There's like 24, 25 places I have on here. And then I'm going to take the link to all these different Workaway pages that I'm showing you and put them in the description below in the video. So go check that out down there at the end of the video, of course, to see them. Alright, so this one right here is a hostel in Albania, and these are some beautiful pictures. I think this one has one of the prettiest pictures we've been through so far. So look at this beach, blue water, white sand beaches, looks like a really nice place to stay. What's this right here, a little puppy? Wow, look at that water, look at those trees, more beautiful blue water, green area. Wow, they have a lot of amazing pictures. Alright, so that's it for the hostel in Albania, so let's go on to the next one, and that is hostel in Guatemala. Alright, so this one just looks like another really fun hostel. You can tell by their profile picture. They look like just a bunch of people having fun. They're on the beach, got a nice view, got some pineapples, some tropical drinks. What's this right here? There's everyone hanging out in the pool. Looks like there's a pool at this hostel, doing yoga. Cute little sunset heart hands picture. Got a volleyball court. So it just looks like, oh, pool table, outdoor pool table. So this hostel just looks like it had a lot of fun activities, and it'd be a really just fun time to hang out. You get to meet guests, you get to meet the volunteers, people who work there. So overall, really good time. Alright, so this next one right here, it looks like a very unique hostel, and I think I'd really enjoy it. So as you can see, another one with great reviews, 100% host rating, 29 reviews. Alright, so check this out. This is a hostel in the jungle, and there is just some pretty stuff around here. So there's, look, monkeys around the jungle. Looks like, what is this, high ropes courses, there's zip lines way up in the trees. What else do they have? Just a beautiful view of the mountain range area. But just look at the local environment. Like, that's just a beautiful place to be staying and hanging out at. Looks like there's some places to cliff jump around, little river. Waterfalls, like beautiful water, beautiful waterfalls. Just looks like a really cool place to be. Looks like you make some food. I have no idea what that is, but it was a cute little animal. Yeah, hummingbirds, more hummingbirds. Again, what is that? If someone knows what that animal is, definitely comment it down below because I kind of want to know. Alright, so yeah. Bunch of pictures for this hostel, but really cool place. As you can see by like their description of what they're looking for, this is a really cool place to stay. Our volunteers contribute their creative energy and talent into our busy jungle hostel. It just sounds like a really fun place. They're looking for people, energetic, enthusiastic people who are just going to make their hostel fun, which frankly, most of these hostels, they really just want you to be like a fun personality, someone that's going to make the guests have a good time, just kind of like bring the energy level up at their hostel. Alright, so this next one's somewhere in Malaysia, and something I really wanted to show you is check out the host rating right here. It's only 80%. However, if you look at the reviews, there's 13 reviews. All the reviews are really good, and so I'm pretty sure the reason why Workaway gives these bad reviews, or not bad, but just not 100% host rating views to a lot of really good places, it's just if they're like not that active, or they don't always respond, or they're not super like up to date on their on their page. But like when I was looking at the reviews, like there's this one 4-star review, said very good, it's really nice comments, and then ever after that it's all 5-star, 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 5-star. I'm pretty sure every single person gave him a 5-star besides one person, and for some reason I got them an 80% overall Workaway host rating. Anyways, check out this location, check out how beautiful this scenery is. Like look at this, this is just on the beach, very tropical environment. Go to the next one, palm trees, beautiful skyline, beautiful blue water. Wow, like that is honestly some of the bluest water I've ever seen. I mean, this looks like just a great place to go, enjoy, and like it's incredible to think that you can go to this place and stay there for completely free, get all your food paid for, and in exchange all you have to do is pretty much have fun, do a little bit of cleaning, and just entertain guests and literally have fun. It's like the most fun job in the world, and it's at a beautiful location. This is another place that I could see myself going to in the future. So this next one's kind of like a different principle, but there are a lot of places on Workaway like this, and this is the idea of like learn Spanish and teach English. I can see right here by the title, learn Spanish, teach English. Anyways, all this is they want people who are really fluent in English to come to their hostel, and this place, their whole idea is to teach English for free to local people in Colombia. So yeah, I'm not going to read the description, go through all that. You can do that if you're interested, but if you just look at this place, pretty much what they want to do is they want people to come teach English, just not even teach, just be someone to have a conversation in English, help people that come to their place kind of learn English, and if you want to, you can also learn Spanish by speaking Spanish with them. So it's just kind of a place to like learn a language, for you to teach a language and for them to learn a language. And in exchange you get a free place to stay, I believe free food, and if you look right here, look at this, 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. They don't even want you to work a full 5 days. It's literally 3 hours a day hanging out with people and speaking English. That's literally what you do every single day. However, you can do it in Colombia if you want to here and get paid. So yeah, right here, look, whitewater rafting down a beautiful river, very tropical environment, looks like it's a big canyon, wonderful waterfalls, just look at that. Like this is just another amazing area, and I'm just trying to show you in this video like all the incredible places on Workaway that you can go to. Look at this guy, like literally he's rock climbing up a waterfall. That is so cool. So yeah, these are all things like you can do when you're there. It looks like this is where you'll be staying if you're there. Great community, looks like they're drinking some beverages, having a good time, enjoying themselves. But yeah, wow, this is not the waterfalls. This is just such a pretty area, more beautiful waterfalls. I can't go through all their photos because they have too many, but anyways, as you can get, another great place on Workaway you can find for free if you want. Alright, so this next one right here is actually something that I think is super cool. It's 100% host rating, 69 reviews. Wonderful place it looks like, and literally what you do is you build these bungalows. So you see this little bungalow right here in this photo? That is what you're doing the entire time you're here, is you're building bungalows, or not the entire time, while you're working. So it's a maximum 5 hours a day. You get to stay in this like small town. I believe this place that there's nowhere to spend money around, so literally they give you a free place to stay, free food, and there's nothing around because you're in a small little town, so that has its pros and cons, but it kind of shows you if there's nothing else to spend money on, like you're not really gonna be spending much money there. So look at this, beautiful clear water, wonderful beach. There's a pretty sunset, and as you can see, you literally just build these bungalows. Wow, some wonderful waterfalls. But yeah, these little things, these bungalows, places to stay, you just help build them on their resort area, a couple hours a day, and in exchange you get to stay here for free. But yeah, check this out right here, like their accommodations. So we'll provide you with a bed and a dorm room. However, if it's low season, you might get a bungalow. So you literally might have your own bungalow that you can stay in, and free 3 meals a day, drinks, coffee, water, just anything that's not a non-alcoholic beverage. Alright, so let's go to the next one. This one right here is a friendly, fun hostel in Puerto Vallarta. I believe that's in Mexico. So yeah, 100% reviews. Looks like another fun place. This one honestly kind of seems like a party hostel to me. If you go there, they probably just want you to be like a fun-spirited person, willing to have a good time and entertain guests. You can read the description more if you want. But yeah, just look at these photos. Here's the group, all the volunteers, the people there. They do some face painting, music groups. Looks like there's some community dinners that they do. It doesn't say it's a party hostel on here, but to me this kind of looks like a fun party hostel. So if you want a party hostel, you could go there. However, if you want to go to a real party hostel, this one is a huge party hostel, and I was actually in communications with them. I thought about going there, but I didn't know if I wanted like that much of a party atmosphere, and it's in Koh Phangan in Thailand. This is an island, I believe it's like in the south of Thailand, and pretty much what they do is they have these giant full moon parties. So anytime there's like a full moon, no moon, half moon, but the full moon ones are the biggest. They just have like big parties. The entire island is like the entire beach is filled with a huge party. Let me show you some pictures of this place. Like this is literally all you do is you like make the hostel nice and you help throw really cool parties. So yeah, as you can see, everyone's all painted up. They got some cool lighting. Yeah, looks like a fun place. Those are the only pictures they have. But yeah, if a party hostel's your thing, that's definitely an option. Alright, so this next one right here is a hostel built by travelers for travelers in Indonesia. And I just want to show you this one in particular because so Workaway is good for traveling, but it's really good for like longer periods of travel. Like if you want to do like a gap year, or gap summer, or just like I don't know, summer, a couple months, I would honestly say a month is about the minimum time that you can really do Workaway things, especially if you want to do multiple together. But just because like the host usually asks you to be there for, if it's in a hostel, it's like more like high demanded. If it's a more like high demanded place like these, they usually ask you to be there for at least a month. However, there are a lot that'll ask you to only be there for like 2 weeks. But what I really liked about this one is it said you only had to be here for 10 days. Check this out right here. We invite you to join us for 10 days. And on top of that, it only asks you to work 15 hours a week, so you can work 3 hours a day, or you can work just 3 days a week for 5 hours, really explore like the areas around you. So here's all the photos. Looks like another fun place. Looks like it's on an island. However, there is one thing I wanted to highlight, and this one says $5 per day. So this is the one I was talking about earlier. They want you to pay $5 a day. It doesn't go directly to them. That's like against Workaway rules. However, it goes to, I don't know, whatever the cause is that they're working on. But yeah, if you think about that, you're working 15 hours a week. You can stay there for, let's just say you'll stay there for 2 weeks. So you're gonna work 30 hours over 2 weeks and have the entire rest of the time to do whatever you want, be on this beautiful island. Like $5 a day, let's be honest, is not that much, especially when you compare that to like the price of like a normal hotel or somewhere to stay at. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. This was in Slovakia, and let's look at this. Literally it says, new hostel looking for energetic and easygoing people. Like they are looking for people who are fun, cool, just to make their hostel environment more welcoming, more fun for everyone. As you can see right here, cooking, shopping, general maintenance, other. So the types of help isn't really that descriptive. However, usually when it's not that descriptive, I kind of take that as a good thing because it means like they just want you to kind of like, be there for the guests, just kind of like have fun. Like it's very just like kind of relaxed environment, which I enjoy working at. Some pictures real quick, people from all around the globe. Wow, it's a really nice room. Let's go back to that. Dang, that is a nice room to be staying in, assuming you'll be staying in there. There's like some of the people working together. Looks like they're having fun. Little pool table. Definitely looks like a really nice place to stay at. Wow, like these are all like private rooms. Looks like they're all taking shots, having fun together. So yeah, just another good place, fun environment to hang out at. Alright, we're on the home stretch, almost done. Alright, so this one right here, Bangkok, Thailand. This is actually a Workaway that I've been to. I worked here for a month. Super awesome place. I honestly cannot recommend it enough. I will say right here it's super busy. Like it looks like they're completely full besides April. I think actually May and June they just like block those off because they only like planning like a month or two ahead. But as you can see, like right now it's like beginning of February, and like February and March are already full. So this is like definitely a harder hostel to get into. But yeah, so this is a great hostel, super great family environment. I'm gonna do an entire video about my experience there, how awesome it is. It's called the Playground Hostel. It's in Bangkok, Thailand. You can check it out on like Hostel World or something. However, I just want to mention real quick, like this place right here, this picture, this profile, this like goes towards the Playground Hostel in Bangkok, Thailand. However, none of these profiles say the actual names of their hostels or their places, their houses, whatever it is, because then that takes away the whole point of you having to pay to have a membership to contact them, because you could just like go, you know, message them on Facebook or something. So I guess I'm kind of giving this one away right here, but yeah, for all the other ones, you don't actually know the name of them. That's why you have to reach out to them, contact them, and then once you do reach out, they'll tell you the name of their place, and then you can look it up on Google, look it up all over the internet, Yelp, wherever they're at, and that's where you can really get to know like what it's like. But yeah, as you scroll down, you can see there's just a whole bunch of pictures of this really cool, fun hostel. However, I'm not going to talk about it because I'm going to make a whole video on it, and that will be linked in the description below once I get it done. Alright, so this one's a little bit different than any of the other ones I've talked about. This one's in Greece, and it's literally just one guy who like likes to go like scuba diving and kind of wants you to like buddy up with them and kind of help him out as he goes scuba diving. You get to go with them. Seems really cool. He can teach you how to scuba dive, get you like certified and whatnot. Here's some of the pictures. So really beautiful place in Greece. You can see seahorses. I don't know what that is, like a jellyfish. However, there's one thing I want to point out, and that is that this only has one review. And as you can see, it's 5 stars, great review, excellent. However, if you look at the top, it only has a 65% host rating. Alright, so one thing to note while you're doing this is you can filter all these places by host rating percentage, and so like you can say like 80, 90, 100%, something like that. However, you do miss a lot of really good ones. Like there's the one I showed you earlier that was 80%. This one's only 65%. I've seen good ones that are like as low as like 45 just because they're really unresponsive. However, like if you look at the actual reviews, the reviews on them can be excellent. Another thing you miss when you do that tool is a lot of places are newer. They've only been around for 2 months or less, and you only get that host rating after being on Workaway for 2 months or more. So that's just one thing to note. Alright, so moving on to the next one, and this one is in Tonga. It's this little private island. Look at this. Looking for a person with the skills in carpentry, construction, ASAP on our new private offshore island. So it's in Tonga. So this guy literally, I guess he like owns this island. It seems like a really small remote island. So if you're into like laid back, cool, you want to like become friends with like a family or something like that. So yeah, it's just him, this guy named Mark, his wife Veronica. They own this island. We talked about how the island's small enough so you get to know it, but it's not too big so that you get lost and stuff like that. Oh, right here it talks about how you can literally go swimming with whales on this island. So you can go find whales, you can go kayaking, snorkeling. There's so much to do on this island. I mean, it is going to be a little bit more remote. You might be the only one there, but seems like a really cool place to me. One thing I did want to point out about the reviews, look, host rating on this is a 40. Like that is horrible. Like 40 out of 100. Like that seems really bad. However, if you look at the feedback, you can scroll down. He has a review, excellent, 5 stars. So just to point that out. All right, moving on to my second to last Workaway site, I want to show you. This one has a 90% host rating. It is a surfing camp in Costa Rica. Absolutely beautiful. Don't want to go through all the details. All right, right here, check this out. This just looks like one of the most fun ones I've showed you. If you look at all these, if you look at these pictures, it looks like great community, great nightlife. You're helping the kids at this surf camp. However, you're also having fun. I think they mentioned in their description how they're looking for people who like work hard, play hard. Like you're going to be helping kids out, teaching them how to surf, having a fun time. However, at night they like to have a lot of fun. However, at the same time, you're also on the beach enjoying yourself. This looks like all the people who are teaching the kids how to surf. Look, they go to these. Like, look at that waterfall. That's an enormous, huge, beautiful waterfall. Like this just looks like so much fun. It looks like there's just like a bunch of people hanging out. They're getting to go swim after working. If you like a bunch of people who are all your age, assuming you're in like your 20s or young 30s. Right here just looks like they're having a great time. Volleyball on the beach, everyone's having fun, smiling, just like this just seems like one of the coolest places. I would really enjoy going to this place. They have another beautiful waterfall, someone jumping off a cliff. Looks like they cleaned up some trash on the beach. So yeah, this definitely seems like a unique place, and I encourage you to go check it out. Also, when I'm linking all these things in the description below, I'm just going to link them in the order that I've talked about them. Alright, moving on to the last one, and my camera battery is flashing red, so let's get through this quickly. This one right here, awesome, another unique thing. It's not like anything I've talked about before. It is a, what is this right here? Organic chocolate farm, jungle lodge, and teaching English. So this one, there's like so many different jobs you could have. Like you could literally be like helping on the chocolate farm, you could be helping in the lodge, you could be teaching kids English. Like you can do like anything here. Free food, free place to stay again. And I just want to show you these pictures because these pictures seem so cool. So you're really like, check this out. You're growing chocolate. Like look at how green everything is. This is like one of the most tropical, green, rich environments. Oh wait, let's go back to that picture. Right here, look at like there's like little lodges in the middle of the forest. That is where you'll be staying. As you can see right here, you can also just be teaching English. Like this girl's helping this little girl learn how to read. So if you like working with kids, this is a place where you can go and work with kids. Yeah, it's a beautiful, I can't tell if this is an island. I think this might be an island. But yeah, just a beautiful place in Costa Rica. Alright, so that is it for all the Workaway places I wanted to show you. There are just some super cool experiences, and I hope this video just really opened your eyes to let you see all the amazing things you can do traveling around the world for pretty much free. So if you want to get out there and you want to travel, like there's literally no excuse. Websites like Workaway make it possible by linking hosts with workers together so they can go and do amazing fun things in the world, and it's a win-win for both parties. As I promised in the beginning of the video, I'm going to share with you how you can not only just get your room and board covered while you're traveling, but also get your traveling expenses paid for by earning some money while you're on work stays and using websites kind of like Workaway. So while I was in Thailand, there's actually another Workawayer there. There was someone who stayed at the hostel, and there was someone who was like an employee at the hostel, and all of them had been traveling for several years using Workaway or other similar websites. And pretty much how they did it, so like the one guy who was a Workawayer with me, he's been traveling for 8 years straight. And how he did it was he would find a place on Workaway, go there, see if he liked it, work there for a month, maybe 2, go to another place, work for a month or 2, and then if he ever found a place that he really liked, he would say, hey, I'm willing to work here for 6 months a year, but I need to be paid. Like I'll work 8 hours a day, not 6 hours a day. However, I want to just get like a little bit of pay. And they'd pay him. So he wasn't only just getting like his food and his rent covered, but he'd also be getting paid on top of that. So he had very little expenses and could pretty much save all the money that he made. And then after that, he'd go to another place and he'd see if he liked it. So for example, he had been working in India for an entire year. It was the longest place that he had stayed and worked for, but he really liked it in India. So he was done with it after a year. He had saved up enough money, so he bought a ticket to Thailand. He was in Thailand working with me in Bangkok. And while he was there, he found a place in the south of Thailand that was looking for someone who had some experience in like architecture or building things. And he had a ton of experience in building things and had his degree and got his undergrad degree in architecture. So he knew he could really help them. And he messaged him on Workaway. He's like, hey, I want to go there, but I'm looking to make money, not just have free food and a free place to stay. And I'm like perfectly qualified for this job. Would you be willing to pay me? They said yes. They worked out some agreement. I think he was like working 8 hours a day, but only 4 days a week. So on the weekends, he could still travel around, check out different parts of Thailand. But he was literally doing the exact same thing, but just found a place that fit him really well, and they paid him. So pretty much he's using this money that he's making on top of like what they give most people, and he saves that up, and then that's enough money for him to go travel to the next place, and he had been doing that for 8 years. One of the other people I talked to had done the same thing, but she had been doing it for 5 years, and then the person who was working at the hostel was actually a Workawayer like myself. He went to the hostel, loved it. I think he worked there for like 2 months, and he was like, yo, this is awesome, I want to work here for full time. Just happened that someone was quitting their job at the hostel at that same time, so he took their spot and went there, got a full-time job. So he was getting paid. He actually wasn't staying at the hostel anymore, but he was like staying in these condos like across the street from the hostel. So a lot of really cool paying opportunities arise from these Workaway programs. So you might have to pay for that initial flight the first time, but if you really want to travel for a long time, like a year or 2, you can pretty much take these little Workaway experiences, and if you really like it, you get along with the staff and they find you valuable as an employee, you can often kind of like work your way into getting a full-time job and saving up enough money to go travel to the next place and getting those travel expenses covered. Thank you so much for watching this video on how you can travel the world using Workaway. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope it was able to open your eyes and really show you all the wonderful opportunities that there are and things that you can do using Workaway and similar sites.